Okay, welcome back, and as we mentioned, we're going to just wrap up things with Rakesh. So I think I'm just going to tell him good night, my friend, and we're going to hit the hay, and Rakesh leaves. That is not animated, not surprisingly, and we wake up, the sun begins to rise, and we vaguely remember Rakesh telling us farewell. So one of the interesting things about this game, I think it actually is unique to all of them, despite how much I sometimes bash this game. There are a few unique things to it, and one of it is that there are actually two places where you can store your goods, which I think I've had some fun with in the past, just storing stuff here and then realizing that I'm in Tarna, I need something I have here, but you could say stock up on healing potions and leave them in one chest, some here, some in Tarna. It's not a huge deal for a fighter slash paladin, especially one that's fairly strong. I think we have pretty good stats. We can take a look at that for a second. Yeah, we have fairly good stats, 250 on strength and such, so we can carry a decent amount of goods. Maybe at some point, if we have too many healing potions, we might have to um, uh, resort to some of the bins. And you use that, I think, more than any of the other games. I didn't bother using it last time. They actually added it to the VGA version of Quest for Glory 2. I didn't utilize it at all. I don't think I use it all that much in Quest for Glory 4. I think if you watch Late Blate's video on walkthrough Let's Play on Quest for Glory 4, I don't think he used it at all. I can't remember if I used it in Quest for Glory 5 when I briefly played it long ago. There's actually kind of a nice music theme to this, so I regret that we don't have the music on this part, but for the most part, I think we're pretty good. I find a lot of music somewhat irritating at times, particularly if you aren't interested at all in the commentary. And and I know that some people don't like it, but I always enjoy listening to what other people have to say. I've played the games before, but I guess it's different people have different interests. Anyway, let's see if we can go back to the Laban's hut, maybe. Oop. No, okay, so pretty much when he bars the way, that means it's not a good time. But every once in a while, he actually lets us go in there. We can ask a few things, and we actually want to talk to him about that competition I was telling you about a little bit later. For the time being, I know there hasn't been a whole lot of action, so maybe let's go out into the savannah for a little while and see if we can get a battle or two going. Now, I am going to waste your time a little bit in the saving. I know it takes a little bit of time, as I mentioned before. I should have done it off video, but I actually had a very small. Alright, it wasn't too bad, I don't think. I had a very small window. I just went right back into playing, just so I can get 3 videos up at a time. And so I didn't have a chance to save it off time. So I apologize for wasting a few seconds there. But here's let's go out and see some of the enemies and not spend so much time talking to people, because that has been just a real significant portion of this game, and I guess it tries to make up for some of the lack of gameplay with a lot of storyline, but it also makes it a little uninteresting at the beginning, particularly if you're watching something else. And I guess if you just stop your character somewhere, you can actually just go into the Savannah screen. So, I guess while we wait to try to find somebody to fight, which might be now. No. Okay. Well, I'm going to just click on the edge of the screen over here. And while we try to find somebody to fight, let me talk a little bit about the Savannah. It's actually kind of interesting that you can travel, that there is sort of this large map that doesn't really exist in some of the other. Okay, so we got this bug again. Let's see if we can actually make some headway in terms of actually fighting this guy. And yeah, I don't know what the story is here. Why he's... I mean, he's... Okay. So, I guess it's just... I am not sure what is going on. I apologize for that, folks. I might just not move very quickly in DOSBox, because it seemed like he actually started losing some health eventually. And so, at least from what I can see, and I'm not sure, I assume the recording's fairly similar, that, at least from my vantage point, it is, this guy is not losing health as rapidly as I'm hitting him. And it looks like it's... okay, so now we're making some progress against knocking him down. As you can see, our health is going down a little bit. And a large portion of that is because we do not have a lot of stamina, but I think we got him. Okay, so that was kind of weird. Maybe we just had to build up our weapon use a little bit to be able to make better contact. But as you can see, we have actually bested our friend here. So let's see if this guy gives us anything. Huh. Okay, so it looks like these big bugs are pretty much worthless, but that was fun for at least getting a little bit of action in the game. And I think a good place to head to now, I guess this is why this game doesn't really lend itself to Let's Play quite as much as the other ones, is that there is a lot of exploring through the areas, and things always pop up and such. But here's, I think it's called a Pool of Peace, and the Pool of Peace actually will restore your vigor if you drink from it, and if we buy another water flask, which we'll do at some point, you can actually fill it up and use it almost like a vigor potion from some of the other games. And you can see that these guys aren't too afraid of us. That guy's not going to hurt us at all. This is another place that's built by Arana, and pretty much every game, I guess, there's an Oasis in the second game. I don't think it's Arana's doing, but Arana plays a role in every other game, and she normally creates some sort of safe space like this, like in Arana's Peace in the first game. None of the enemies can come there. You can sleep there in the night. You won't be attacked. And the same story here. I think there's a garden also in Quest for Glory 4, and she has something in Quest for Glory 5. She actually makes an appearance in Quest for Glory 5. So we have that. I think if we check our stats now, I don't know if our health goes back up from just drinking that water. No, we're still down, but all of our stamina's back, and it was wiped out after the battle last time. So you can see this essentially is a vigor potion, and you do need to actually hand this over as part of the spell potion to pardon me, as part of the spell potion to Salem, I believe was his name, who is the apothecary in this game. But we do need, I believe, still have water on hand to quench our thirst, and we also need it, and it's also a good vigor potion, like I mentioned. But we do need to give it to him in a second flask for the spell potion. So when I buy a new one, I will come back here, get that, and hand it over to the apothecary. And it's not quite night yet, and we do have a little bit of time on the video, so I did want to show you this. I guess let's go out to the jungle and go exploring a little bit, so I can show you that. Probably should spend a little more time in the Simbani village if we were just playing this for playing a little more tightly, but I didn't want to waste. I wanted to give you a little bit of an opportunity to see. Well, we already fought this guy, so I don't really want to waste my time or your time going through that again. That's not too interesting. So, as you can see, as long as you're being chased and such, you can run through the scenes. And I'm pretty grateful, actually, that they didn't make us walk through endless scenes of the savannah. But they actually let us kind of have this overview map. But it does also, once again, shows the illusion. These guys are really annoying. I guess they live around here. It really kind of shows you the illusion of being a pretty vast, expansive area. For the most part, it just means it takes up. You can eat a lot of time off the clock, the game's clock at least, walking around. But you actually, which is somewhat helpful at times, but you don't have all that many places to visit. There's this, and I don't know why it's taking him forever to run away from that guy. Well, we might just end the video with us running across, but as you can see, it does a decent job generating somewhat different areas, but you can't get lost, really, like you could in... Okay, so we got away from him. I guess running up is not the way to do it. But as you can see, that it fortunately does not make you... You can't get lost there. It doesn't make you run. But you can make camp... it's probably too early to make camp. Okay, so you can make camp, so let me just show you that. Build a fire, of course. And what you do is you see, puts the sticks together. So you guess you went to Boy Scouts, and you just click your tinderbox on And I'm going to show you a funny scene next time when we play. But we are out of time for now, so hopefully you'll tune in next time, and I will remember to do that little Easter egg, and we'll see what they have in store. So I'll catch you next time. Bye.